So each of these pallets is worth about £2,000. So at least 10,000 off here, possibly as much as 12. How much will it cost though to buy feed for the chickens? Because it's going to cost us 7,000 just for 5 bags. We're going to spend all our money on chicken feed. Hello and welcome along and welcome back to the old stream farm. We're going to be doing a bit of work in our front loader this morning because we got a few bits and pieces to do with the animals initially. I was about to change over to my bale spike because we need to feed the sheep, but I thought better of it first because we need to get this out of the way. We've got a pallet of eggs ready for collection here, and we might try and oh wow, I'm trying to need to get the height on this right. Not great visibility on this piece of kit, but yeah, we want to get these eggs out the way, put them with our other 4 pallets of those. So we've got those that are going to need selling at some point. We also have a block of wool. I think we need to go and get rid of that from the sheep pen quickly. We've got the door already open on there, ready for access. We also need then to get some feed in for our sheep because we don't have well, we've got bales, so we should be able to do that. What worries me is I don't think there are any harvesting contracts available at the moment. If there is, we're going to grab one, but no, we've had no harvesting contracts on this map at all, which is slightly worrying. Right, down and in and collect. There we go. So we've got a pallet of wool ready as well. I need to check when is the best time to sell all of these, because obviously we want to grab the best price for these. We've got some equipment still to buy for our grapes. Now we've done the grape harvest, we need a well, we need a subsoiler or a cultivator to go between them. We need a mulcher to mulch the ground once we're ready to do that. We've got, I think those are probably the 2 things we need. Let's have a look in here in our packages. So we need the defoliator, which is going to cost us 16,000. We need a mulcher here, which is going to cost us 4,500. So that's 20,500 plus another 5,000. So we need 25,500 really to do this. So quite a little bit of money we need. We've got 4,800 at the moment, so we should be all right for that. We've got obviously these bits to sell. We have a ton more lettuce to sell as well, and we need to go and check on our greenhouses today too. So, and oh, the other thing we'll probably do is get the large grass bales we've got of our own over the other side here, get them over towards our sheep as well, get them into our bale storage so that they are nicely out of the way. So it's really a case of lots of bits and pieces to do today to keep the farm ticking over. Oh yeah, we put the single bales down this end. We've got 3 bales here, so I'm going to get these transported over to our storage, which is down the other side, and then we can look at feeding the sheep and the chickens. The chickens, I think we're going to have to buy some feed for. That's 2 bales down. We're going to go back, and what I want to do is stack the 4 remaining bales on top of the last bale. So I'm going to come at it from this side, try and get myself nice and straight into there. There we go. Right, and then we'll jump out, and we've just got 4 bales here that need to be laid on top. So 1, and there we go. Oh, yeah, it's a lot of sudden movements when carrying stuff in Farm Sim. Very difficult to do sort of precision stacking, I've found. kind of inch forward, and then hopefully you get it in roughly the right place. Pick it up. Bit long. There we go. And one more. Stick this on the end here. Turn it slightly. And there. Okay. It's not overly straight, but it should be good enough for what we're trying to do here. So forwards. Yeah, we got stuck there. This little front loader does seem to like to pull away from stuff when it should be going towards it. It gets us stuck on stuff an awful lot, which is a little bit strange from time to time. It does what we need it to do around here, and while we're running a fairly small operation on here, it's absolutely fine. But I think as our farm grows, it's gonna need probably something a little bit bigger. This is very, very useful, is the trouble, for our greenhouses. So I can't really get rid of this very readily, but at the same time, I think ultimately a telehandler or something like that is going to be a lot more useful to us overall on the farm. It's going to be a lot more stable. Oh, okay. What I do need to do, realizing I'm driving back, is we need to get a hay bale for the sheep. So let's head back this way and go and grab this. And this will allow us to get our sheep fed. Now, this first bale is only a partial bale, so I want to see how far this takes and how many turns or how many rounds we're going to need to do before we get further with our sheep. So let's have a look at this. Sheep are here. We should be all right, actually, with just a single bale. So I'll go grab one more bale and we'll put it in. So in we take it, 7,250 litres in these bales. And back it out. That should now slowly go down. In fact, it's down to 1,500. And yeah, so that is our sheep fully fed. And that will keep them going for a while. So we have a decent amount of hay around here that will do us. But I am looking at possibly getting our third type of hay bale on this farm. We still need to get our baler. It's 35,000, I think, for the Galani. I want to hire it first. Check it works with our little tractor. But we'll see how that goes. And do that. But that's probably going to be in the next couple of months. What I need to do now is work out what we're going to do for feeding these chickens. So the chickens are producing eggs quite well. Price of eggs, if we have a look in here, are about just under 2,000 pounds per 1,000 litres. Price fluctuations go up to about 2,500 per 1,000 litres, and each of these pallets is 1,400. Wow! So each of these pallets is worth worth about £2,000. That is brilliant. So 2, 4, 6, 8. And we're going to have at least another one here. So at least 10,000 off here, possibly as much as 12, which is quite good. Best price for eggs is in November. So we're a couple of months away and we've got a steadily rising price at the moment. Yeah, we're smack bang in the middle, which is where we expect to be. So that's quite good. How much will it cost, though, to buy feed for the chickens? So a big bag of wheat for 1,000 litres is 1,400. This is not worth it. This is the trouble. This is why we need some way of getting chicken feed. Because it's going to cost us 7,000 just for 5 bags. We're going to spend all our money on chicken feed is the trouble. And that's before we can sell any eggs. annoyingly. We have got chickens that are here we go. They're 9 months old, so they're beginning to hit around about the price, or around about the age where they start produce. Oh, in fact, no, they are. So puberty at 6 months. So they are egg producers now, and fairly good ones because they are doing that. So I think we're going to have to try and get a contract or a field or something. I don't think there are any fields for harvest. Yeah. So that's why only field 22, which has potatoes in it. No, sorghum in it. Now sorghum would feed our chickens. Price of that field is 58,000. Yeah, we're a little bit of a quandary about the chickens. We're going to need to feed them in the near future, but I don't rightly know what to do about it. Yeah, they've got 1,171 liters left. So if we say that's effectively 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000. 6,000, 7,000. They need 8 to 10, about maybe 8,000 liters of feed. I'm thinking to fill their pen. That so buying 7,000 liters of feed is going to cost us £10,000. That's our entire profit of all of our eggs gone to fill this up. I think we need another solution. In the meantime, I'm going to put the front loader tool back on here, and we're going to head up to the top and check on our greenhouses. We have got some pallets of lettuce out, not very full. It's a little bit strange. We don't seem to have a massive amount. I'm wondering if we've got an issue with something having run out up on these, and this may be the same problem that we've had on No Man's Land, is that we have a whole issue with cash flow. Yeah, look, we're not growing anything. What are we out of? Materials missing. So let's have a look. What is missing from our greenhouses that we need to buy more of? We are out of seeds. We need seeds in both of our greenhouses. So that is what we're going to have to go and get. And I think our best bet is going to be... How much is a thing of seeds? Seeds in themselves are not too expensive. So I think what we'll go and do is we'll go and grab a couple of pallets of seed, a couple of bags of seeds here at 1,000 liters, and get this running again. And then that will be a good way to go. I think what we'll also do is maybe pick up a seed of, a bag of wheat to make sure that our chickens keep going. And that's going to be the best use of our money right now. So we'll park this up and we'll go and hitch our trailer onto the disco. Right, just backing it up. And that should put us in the right place. Ah, not quite. Not always easy to see where you are. I need to get, yeah, that about there, I think. That should do it. Oh, wow. A little bit further back. Distance is not something overly easy to guess on this. But we'll get this up to the shop. And we're going to go and grab ourselves a few bits to get everything running on the farm again. We need to make sure we've still got some cash, though. Otherwise, we're going to leave ourselves at a little bit of a disadvantage in that it still won't produce anything. Right, so let's park this over here. I don't think at the moment we have anything to load stuff onto up at the shop. And we've talked about this a few times. I think it's worth us just getting a forklift that's hired at the shop that remains up here and allows us to load things up. So let's do that. So we want a bag of seeds. I know, a couple of bags of seeds because we have 2 greenhouses. So we want a bag of seeds for each. And we want a bag of chicken feed. Is there a cheaper way of getting chicken feed? Let's have a look in here. 1,500. No, that's more expensive. Really is the big bags are definitely the cheaper way to go. There is no chicken feed in there. So, yeah, it is the big bags. So we'll grab one of these. Oh, no, grab one of these. Yeah, buy that. Okay. Now, how much money do we have left? 1,800. We should have enough to get the cheapest one of these. At least this. We don't have enough money. We're going to have to get our little forklift down here. Not ideal. Don't really want to be driving that up the road. This is one of those situations where not having the front loader tractor does harm us. It's a pain to have to drive this up here. And we know from previous experience, this cannot pick two of these up at once. So we need to do just the single one. Yeah, like so. And get this over here. We do have actually a front loader bag lifter tool, which I've left at the farm, which is a bit silly to come up here with this. Completely forgot about it until I drove up here. So I kind of need to go and put that with the rest of the equipment for this. Or store all of the tools for this front loader in the same place. Because, yeah, having it in a separate place has just meant that I've missed it when I've come to do this job. And it would have made lifting these onto here so much easier than it is at the moment. Let's just back that off a little bit. Lift that up. And, yeah. It can be really finicky, this piece of kit. But at least this will keep our farm running and keep us going. The one that I've got a little bit of trouble with is we need to cut the grass next. So the grass needs cutting in October. And heading and baling up and rolling. And I'm not quite sure how we're going to do that. We may have to borrow 5,000 so we can lease the equipment. That is not happy. There we go. That's got it. We'll use the bag lifter at the other end. But I'm just going to get this back to the farm. And then we'll come back and get the disco. And get these bags back to the farm as well. So the best time for us to sell things. Or most of our crops. Specifically the grapes and the wool. Is May. We're looking at November being the best time to sell the eggs. And we are selling the lettuce sort of ongoing because we kind of need to. Right, we'll strap that down because that'll remain there for a minute. But yeah, so the lettuce we sell all the time because it's a good crop for us to keep going. And the eggs we're going to sell in November, and then the grapes and the wool will be sold in May. Problem is, if we're going to invest in our farm and build some more vines, we're going to have to do that well before May next year. So our grapes this year are not going to be paying for the new set of grapes that will come on the farm next year, but those will give us enough money to continue to expand the farm. And yeah, it's probably going to come from the lettuce. These greenhouses have been such a boon, have been so useful to us in keeping this farm going. I'm ecstatic about how well these have worked and how well they continue to work. I mean, this bag of fertilizer here for £800 is going to bring us in quite a bit of money. We've got two full loads off all of those ones we put in before, and yeah, that's given us about a quarter to a third of the seed we need in here. So yeah, this will just keep pumping out lettuces, and we'll probably end up selling them. When is our best time to sell lettuce? Because if we can maximize that, especially with having run out of that, we're looking at January. So in a few months' time, we are likely then to run out of money before that. And yeah, I think this year we are going to have to borrow a little bit more. We are in what position with our loan? 480,000. We only have about another 20,000 that we can borrow. So it's likely going to be that we... Ooh, that's going to be tight. Yeah, I think we're going to have to borrow money to do certain bits. Like do more work with the grass. If we do any more grass work this year, that's going to require leasing some equipment. We do have a seeder that I don't think we're using. So we probably can get that sold, unless we can do a contract or two with that. That would be very useful. The other thing we could do is a contract to try and earn us some extra money as well. So I think I'm going to put our equipment away. It is only 20 past 1. Plenty of time for us to go and find a contract and see if we can make a bit of money. First, I'm going to need to go and feed the chickens. So yeah, as you probably surmised, I forgot the chickens. We are just going to put our tool back on this and get them done. Like a nice quick contract, something that I can earn a few thousand on, that we should be able to zoom through. Maybe a cultivating contract or something like that. There are lots of baling contracts, but they're pretty time consuming. And I don't want to be taking one of those on, whoa, with only a few hours left. That is quite a heft of weight on the front of this. Right, let's get this, oh, lift it off the ground a bit. There we go. Yeah, quite a heft of weight on this. Last time we fed the chickens, we had the feed. And we did it with that. Right, up we go. And feed goes in. And look at the way the weight just drops off the back of that as that feed goes in. Right, let's have a look at our chickens. And yeah, that has not made much of a difference. It's gonna be expensive keeping those chickens going without having at least a field of grain for ourselves, or just a harvesting contract. I don't understand why we've not had a harvesting contract on here. It's a little bit weird and not very helpful. But yeah, we'll leave that here. I'm going to put the disco away and the trailer away, and then we'll see what contracts are kicking about that we might earn a bit of cash from to keep ourselves ticking over. So we'll back into the garage. Keep it nicely stored. Just close the doors and head into the kitchen. And let's go to the table and see what we've got contract-wise. So as I was saying, lots and lots and lots of baling contracts, all worth a decent amount of money. Some of them worth up to sort of 12,000. A couple of cultivating contracts, but not worth a lot. A ploughing contract that will take forever. It really is a case of taking on one of these baling contracts, I think. What do we got? I don't want to take on something huge, but something like that, actually. If I can do one where we can turn things around fairly well, I think it is going to be one of the bigger ones. In fact, that one seems a much nicer contract than that one does. So what I'm going to do is we are going to take on a baling contract. That one there looks actually quite nice. We have everything except for the baler and the windrower and everything. But no, it's going to be this one. Oh, wow. No, there we go. So that one there, that is a full-on silage bale contract. So we'll have some money we can make from silage bales. It's only 491, and we are going to borrow the items and take this on. Whether it will actually work for us and whether we can get it done in the time, we'll find out. But it's back out in the disco, up to the shop, and go and check out the equipment that's waiting there for us. So this contract has the potential to sort a huge number of our problems out, money-wise, and keep everything going as it should. 4 stages. We've got the mowing, the rowing, the baling. Oh no, 5 stages. Mowing, rowing, baling, wrapping, and collection. I don't think we're going to get all of that done in one go today. And it's a pity that we can't use some of this equipment on our own farm. We could use it to wrap our own bales, but we don't have a baler that we can get that through or get bales created with. So yeah, it's not going to be possible to do our own field. Look that up. But where are we going? We are headed to field 43, which is not too far from us here, actually. Right next to, actually, the field we did last time. And slightly smaller. This might prove to be really worthwhile. All the equipment we have for this contract is big. And I don't think this is the biggest field. This is a crossflow. We can take out an entire step from this. We just need to make the crossflow row this up for us. We can do this contract actually really quickly with this piece of kit. So that's what we're going to do. We've not got the front. There we go. PTO done. Now, what do we got on here? So that should change my crossflow set. Oh, right. Okay, so I've got the back selected. Right, so that moves the mowers. Can I toggle the work mode? Yes, Control Y. Yeah, there we go. That does the crossflow. There's nothing on the front one. Selected mode, swath dropping. Yeah. That's interesting. Yeah. Right. There we go. And we have GPS on here as well. So everything down. And away we go. Yeah, we're going to have to go over that first bit again. But we should get, especially if we do some careful steering, just be able to come straight on here with the baler as soon as we've cut this whole field. That's perfect. This mower setup is making very short work of this grass. We're already 43% of the way through the cut. Of course, that's not 43% of the way through the whole contract. I have discovered that the Control V lift all tools does not work on these mowers. It just lifts the back ones and ends up lifting them early if you use it. So I'm not lifting the mowers because it becomes a bit of a faff to do that. Well, it's that. There we go. And then I can do that, and you end up, yeah, just it being a bit awkward and a lot less efficient doing it that way, and you end up missing bits like that as well. So otherwise, though, it's all running fairly well. This is going to be cut in no time, and yeah, hopefully we can get it baled and wrapped quickly as well. And it's chomped through the field fairly quickly. We are at 4:20 now. So that has, yeah, that's done a fantastic job on that. And means that we don't have to row this up. I was slightly worried that that was going to be the case. But nope. Let's lift it and fold it. Turn it off and fold it. And we can go and replace this with the baler and get this field baled up. And back down to the field with the baler. So unfold that, turn our beacons off because we don't need those on. Start it up, and I'm expecting this to go at a steady old rate around this field. Again, shouldn't be too bad as far as speed and time goes. We'll see how long it takes. Yeah, we're in a good place here. We should be able to get this out hopefully before it gets too dark. We've got about half the field baled at this point, and it is 10:06 in the evening. I have got this slightly weird cut that I did in the middle where the shape of the field curves round a bit, and it was just easier to start cutting in longer lines back the way I'd come. But obviously, it's not an ideal way really to do it. I should have just done the whole thing as a sort of curving around slowly from the top here. Would probably been a better cut and a more efficient cut for me to do. Got a couple of little bits there that I think we'll clean up if we need to. But in general, we're getting a good number of bales off here and should be able to get them wrapped and hopefully delivered, but we'll see how we go. It's takes time to do these jobs, and yeah, it may be that we get all this picked up next time. Get this back to the shop and yeah, get this wrapped and delivered to finish it off at the beginning of the next video. We shall see where we are when we have finished doing the baling. We're on the last row of grass now, and we are losing the sun quite quickly. I've got the lights on the tractor, and we are getting the last few bales. We actually have 91% in the baler. So I'm hoping these little bits that we have left here, this little row here, might be enough just to finish it off and get one more bale out. Oh, we're at 96%. Are you really going to do that to me, field? We've got a few bits and pieces. So we're now playing hunt the grass around the field, trying to get just 4%, 3% now, more grass into this. It wasn't so close, I wouldn't do it. 98. I think we need like 100 litres of grass. Now we need about 70 litres of grass. There must be some more that I've missed around this field somewhere. In the corners and the sides here. Nope, that is just edge. Yeah, there's a little bit. When you're hunting for even the smallest bits of grass around a field. We got some tufts where we didn't cut. I don't know if I'm going to get another bale out of this though. Oh no, we do have some grass around here. So there's a bit there. There's a bit here. Back that up. There we go, 99%. Ah, 52. Although I didn't get all of it then. Yeah. Can we do this? Are we going to get 100% grass? 66. I think we are going to be tantalizingly short. I think those tufts are going to cost us. We need just 25 litres of grass off this field. Preferably without going and getting the mower out again to get these bits. See another bit there. We've got a bit here. 15 litres of grass, or 16 litres of grass. Where is it? Where is it? There was another bit there. There's a bit that we missed. 5 litres of grass to finish this bale. That is all we need off this. There. Is that our 5 litres? Is it going to be enough? Didn't pick anything up. Is there grass there? There isn't. Ah, it did. It picked up 2 litres of grass. This is crazy. Where is... And this is why I don't want to wrap bales in this. There's got to be just 3 litres of grass. There's another patch. That's it. There we go. We managed to get exactly the number of bales off here. Not a single speck of grass wasted. How much is that in bales overall? 26 bales we've done today. That is brilliant. We need to deliver 80% of those. So that is going to be 20 bales. 20 wrapped bales need to be delivered. So we're going to get those wrapped and done next time. But it's getting dark here on the Old Stream Farm. So we're going to leave it here for this video. All that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Please give it a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. And for all the latest videos from Virtual Farmer, please subscribe to the channel, ring that bell. And I will see you next time. Goodbye.